What's up, YouTube? I'm back. People watching later on, Happy New Year's. Gonna hang out for a little while. I am going to, what's a good backing track? I'm just gonna type in grooving backing track to start. Oh, let's get it going through here. What's up, guys? Okay, let's get it connected to my Bluetooth. What is up, everybody? Spark Mini Audio. Is it charged? But connect. Hey, Happy New Year, you guys. Long time no see. Yep, was taking a little New Year's break. I'm trying to get this paired. Let's do pair. Come on. Pair. Hold for tuner. Okay, now what we want. So just click pair. Spark Mini Audio. Come on. There we go. There it is. Okay. We're up. We're live. We're going, I think. What's up, guys? Happy New Year. Oh, okay. Very, very loud now. Very loud. Let's turn that down a little. Let's turn the music down on here. Oh, melodic blues. Betrayal blues. Soulshine. In B flat. What's up, you guys? Oh, that's the second time around. All right, what's up, you guys? Happy New Year. Hey, here, let me pause this for a second. We got it going. What is up, you guys? Man, I haven't played in a couple days. Not a couple days, like a week it feels like. Oh, got that sounding good, I think. Let's change that pedal up a little bit. What is up, everybody? How's everyone doing? is up? What is up? Okay, live stream. Man, I forgot how to do this. What's up, you guys? Hey, okay, let me start going through some of these comments. Everybody, Rock Awesome, Wildlife Finds, Mixer Canada, what's up? Isaac, Happy New Year. Cal, good to see ya. Happy New Year. Phrasant, good to see ya. Mark, David, everybody's in here, man. Life is Hated. Wildlife, I got a 72-piece guitar kit so I can professionally fix up guitars now instead of using dimes and nickels to measure my action. Well, that's awesome. Where'd you get that from, Wildlife? Maybe I need one of those. What's up, Rock Awesome? Hey, thanks for the thumbs up, you guys. We got some people in here. How's your guys' New Year's going? An Eddie Vedder but better going on? Thanks, Naomi. Good morning. Just played Soul Shine at a family gathering. Heck yeah. Great tone. I could play, let's go back to the beginning of this. I just know that melody from like thinking about it, you know? But I think it's 6 flat 3. What's it say? I see. Okay, I see. So it's going. Oh, that goes to 6, 4, 4. Keep on 4. Then to the 3. Flat 7. 5. Okay, let's stop it for a second. Let me answer some questions. Man, I haven't played in a minute. Some sloppy playing, but I think it sounds pretty good, right? Okay, what's up, you guys? Hey, thanks. I'm glad you like it. Curious, what Soulshine Jam Traffic are you using? Seems like you can see the chords. Yeah, I can, Russ. I literally I typed in groovy backing track, and Soulshine was like one of the second ones. It's a Jeff Williams guitar made one. Just a random one. Someone's selling a PRS in really good condition for $500 on Facebook, but I don't have enough. Ooh. What type of PRS is it? I should clarify. Mine was SENF3. Hold on, Mixer Canada. I missed a couple. I live like 45 minutes. Oh, that's cool. Be more. Have you ever been to the PRS factory? Just bought a Les Paul Appetite Burst. What's Appetite Burst? That Christmas broke AF. And Christmas broke AF now. Hey, that's okay, Jason. You got a new guitar, man. That's what really matters. Been a minute. Hey, thanks. Happy New Year, Justice. What's up, you guys? We got a bunch of people in here. Might see some snow in about a week if the weather front gets pushed south. Yeah, maybe. I was just up in Park City, Utah, and it snowed. I was there for 4 days, I think, and it snowed every single day. Every day. Which was awesome. Dude, I really like that crunchy tone with this. Cal. Enoch and Cal. I always get your name wrong, so I'll call you Cal. Hey, thanks for the first tip of the day, dude. I appreciate it. Heck yeah, okay, said, I got caged down. I can see the chords. My challenge is playing the melodies around the chord changes. Happy New Year. Okay. You know what, Cal? I think what's easy to start is start with just a 2-chord groove, you know? Let's type in a backing track, like 2-chord groove backing track. Whoops, hold on, let me pause that. Sorry, I didn't mean to play that. So let's do like a 2-chord. I think it's easy if you start with just 2. 2-chord backing track. Okay. This one says B minor to E. Okay, you could be kind of soulful on this. To E, right? Okay, so look, check this out. This is just 2 chords. And why don't you start in one position you're comfortable with? So we're going B minor to E. So I'm thinking... And play the chords first. So I'm thinking B and E shape, right? And then you can do an E and A shape. It's just 2 chords. Now let's try and play a simple melody. See how I'm landing on the root? Scott, dude, the second tip of the day. Thank you, Scott. Scott, I promise. Man, okay, hold on. I'll talk more about this soloing over this chord in a second. But I promise I'm gonna fix that amp. I think Scott single-handedly paid for that amp. Hey, thanks, you guys. I'm playing guitar for a little over a year. Do you have any tips? I'd keep learning stuff you like. Dude, thank you guys so much for the tips, too. Happy New Year, man. Thank you, guys. Ringing it in. Have any tips? I guess you'd have to tell me a little bit more, like, where you're at. But, hey, Cal, for this stuff, turn on a 2-chord backing track and really try and focus on simple and just ending your phrase on the root, right? I'm going... So let's see. I'm meant to go. You know, so let me blow over this for a second, and I'll show you. And the key to start is just trying to visualize pick 2 shapes that you're going to work out of. You know, and move that around, but start in just one section. So here I'll do B here, E here, because it's going B minor to E, and try and end your phrase on the root. And the key is you want to visualize those shapes. That's how you're going to start getting melodic, you know? This necklace is really bugging me, getting stuck on that thing. See there, I'm thinking, so, but, right, you hear what I'm doing on that? just 2 chords, and I'm just trying to kind of start moving around, because at first you want to just land on that root. You know, whoops, if I play it right, so. See, that's B note, then I go E. You know, that instantly starts to sound more melodic. And then once you're used to it more, you can start playing with other notes. Maybe you go. The great one about that is it's kind of B Dorian, you know? It's really, you're thinking the B's the 2, and you're kind of playing out of A. And you're going 2 to 5, you know? So you got that. Anyways, you know, I'm messing around, but. Okay, you guys. I'm way behind on the comments. Scott, thank you guys. Thanks for the tips, you guys. I really, really appreciate it. Attractive. What's your favorite Thomas the Tank Engine character? I guess Thomas, because that's the only one I know. Hey, thanks, Custom. I'm glad you guys like it. Hello. Happy New Year, Noel. Fansing. I don't know how to say your name, but hello. Snuffle, good to see you. I like it so much. Hey, smells like Teen Spirit. All I know is that. I turn off all that reverb, and I guess you go down to this back pick when you go. And they just. Do you think of scales or chords or just sounds? Okay, so by the end, it's kind of a little bit of all of it, right? So like that B minor to E groove we were just doing. So I'm thinking B minor to E. So I'm thinking a little bit of everything. It's technically in the key of A, right? Because B minor to E is kind of like a 2 to 5, and that's why the Dorian thing works of going. You're thinking about a little bit of all of it. I'm thinking the shape. So I'm thinking these two when I'm there. You know, when I start going up, then I'm thinking, okay, it's maybe here and here, or it's here and here, right? So let's go up from there, there, then you could be doing this thing. It's good to just play the chords, just the 2 chords, and try and move positions. So you're used to this probably. You know, I'm thinking just moving those same shapes around, and then I'm just playing the same stuff out of them, basically. No Stetlish Prenek. Ooh, I don't know how to say what you're saying. Happy 2025, Freshly Wild, what's up? My fourth thought is always B minor. Do you always refer back to the major scale? I do, Cal. Because I'm just trying to think of it where it is in place, you know? Certain songs, it is like B minor. It is B minor. But if you're thinking, where does B to E fit in, right? It's A, and you're going 2 to 5. 2 to 5 is kind of what you're thinking. And that's what gives you that money note, which is really going the Dorian note is that money note. That's the major third of that 5 chord. But if I look at that, if I go to play that, that makes it Dorian. Just because I know that scale, so I know Dorian would be right over. Also know Dorian's the second mode, and when the 2 chord is our first chord, you're probably playing kind of in Dorian. Anyways, right? Hey Tim, when it comes to taking gigs, do you stick to gigs that are within genre/styles you're comfortable with, or do you also take gigs other? Hey, that's a good question, Stefano. So it's been a little bit of both, and it's evolved. I've been in town long enough that when people call me, no one calls me for like a heavy metal gig or a punk rock gig, because the people that know me just know that's like not the type of thing I play. And I've got other friends that play that great. So now that I've been in town long enough, the calls I get are things that I know. But when I first got to town, there's lots of country gigs here. So I had to learn country stuff and start getting used to playing that, you know? So for a while it was out of my comfort zone, and then I got used to it, you know? So it's a little bit of both. Like if something's way out of your wheelhouse and you have no interest in learning it, then I wouldn't do that. You know, a metal type of gig, I just flat out couldn't play. And I have no interest in sitting and killing myself over trying to learn a 60 to 90, let alone a 4-hour set of 80s rock and metal covers. I'm just not that guy. And I've got friends that can do that all day long. So I think it's a little bit of both, you know. You want to like play to your strengths, but when you're starting out, you're going to have to stretch a little bit in certain areas, you know. But that'd be kind of my advice on that. You know, nice bluesy progression. Yeah, B minor to E. It's just a mellow ballad guitar backing track. That's what I typed in. 2-chord backing track. But hey, Happy New Year, Greek. Bluesy progression. Yeah, here's a thumbs. Thanks, cats. Got that dead sound like a Grateful Dead. Is that what you're talking about? Jazz guitarist plays phrases around chords. He doesn't think modes. I mean, yeah, the chords are what it really comes down to. But you still got that in the back of your mind. Like that progression is a B Dorian kind of thing. You know, but you're going to be hitting B Dorian if you're just playing the chords. Because once I go to that 5 chord, if I'm playing over the chord, my major third's going to be Dorian. And it's a major third, it's a major chord. So I've got that major chord in there. So it doesn't matter which way you're thinking. You're playing that way regardless. Right? went to a major B chord there, which is wrong. But, you know, also when you're thinking that chords, and in the context of its Dorian is 2 to 5, you know that E chord, you can play a lot of E dominant 7, right? You can add in that flat 7 because that's where it fits in. Even though they're just playing an E major all day long, you go, you know. How do I palm mute? Just a little flesh of your hand sitting right here on it. Around today, huh? Okay. Hey, I'm kind of confused whether to play fingerstyle or lead. I hop on different things and end up learning nothing. What's your opinion? To be honest, I don't know how to say your name. Tanmoy? To be honest, I can't really answer that question for you. You know, you just got to do what you like more. And if you like both of them, it's okay if you're doing both. You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. So, Greek, can you speak a little more on how you know it's 2-5 progression and how to figure out the key a song is in? Okay, Greek, good question. So this is a confusing one, right? Because it says B minor to E. So normally you're thinking, okay, I'm in B minor. In fact, no, this track says B minor to E. It doesn't say B minor. But I've spent enough time where you're looking at, I'm saying, okay, B minor into E. And normally, if I'm just playing normal B minor, I wouldn't do that, right? Because normal B minor would be... So go on 6, 7, 1, 2. So if it was normal B minor, it would be going to E minor, not E major. Right? Because I'm thinking 6, 7, 1. Okay, so 1 is... Wait, yeah, if it was 6. Yeah, sorry. So if it was normal B minor, I'm 6, 7, 1, 2. So I'm just counting up, and a 2 chord is normally minor. So I know the progression, or not the progression, like the harmonized major scale, which is important to learn. You just got to memorize that pattern, and it's 1 is major, 2 is minor, 3 is minor, 4 is major, 5 is major, 6 is minor, 7 half diminished, back to 1 is major. So when you're thinking about it in that context, I say, okay, normally if it was just B minor, in traditional B minor, it'd be going to, the E would be a minor chord. So I'd be going. But it's E major on here. So I'm thinking, okay, where does that lead? That makes me think that since that E is major, where does that fit in? Well, I'm thinking, okay, in the key of A, B minor would be 2, which would be minor. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is E. So I'm thinking, okay, that would be E major. So in the key of A, you can play out of that. And I'm thinking, okay, it's kind of Dorian mode because I know the second mode is Dorian. But regardless, then I'm thinking, okay, home base is A. Now, I'm never just playing out of A. Like, look, if I just play out of A here, it's not the same. And then I'm not following the chord, you know? So here I'm thinking the chord, but knowing that context helps, because then I got the... So that's where I'm getting that kind of context from, if that makes sense. No, I was not downtown last night, Keith. I was at home, hanging out. Yeah, not too big. I mean, I've gone out for New Year's, obviously, plenty of times in my life. But honestly, I'm out and doing stuff all the time. My job is out and doing that. So on a night like New Year's where I have it off, I don't have super interest in going out and going hard or anything. Because, I mean, my job is being out at events and stuff like that and playing. So not downtown. And downtown Nashville last night, man. I don't even have to be down there to tell you that it was insane. I'm sure it was. I mean, it's, I've done it before. I've done that New Year's thing downtown before, and man, it's just chaos. And if you drive, obviously you don't want to be drinking. And if you want to get an Uber, you better be ready to wait 2 hours or leave early. If you try and get an Uber around 1 a.m. downtown the night of New Year's, good luck, dude. You're waiting until 3, 4. I mean, it's, yeah. Not the move, man. Hey, Matico, good to see ya. Facts, yeah, he knows. Gig downtown about 15 years ago. It's changed so much. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. I've been in town it's coming up on 9 years now. But even in that time, it's changed. So I imagine playing down there 15 years ago, it's definitely changed. Seeing all these new bars. Half of the bars make you go direct now. Not half. It's funny because a lot of them do, but I only play it. I don't play at any bars that make you go direct. I played one gig at Mellow Mushroom, and that was their last gig of having live amps, and they were saying, we're switching to direct. And you either bring your own direct rig, or they have a system that you plug in and it'll make you direct, but no live sound. Now, Mellow Mushroom, that makes sense. People are having dinner. It's a small stage. They want to control the volume. I get it. But, I mostly play at Old Red downtown now, or Puckett's. And Puckett's down there, man. People are having dinner, but they still let us play loud. But it's good, and the band I play with is, tasteful, and we're not just loud for, the sake of being loud. In Old Red, my amp is baffled and stuff. And I just, I play to the room, so I'm never, playing crazy loud. I play a gig at Snitch that's 2 acoustic guitar players, and they're each singers. They switch off singing songs. And then I just play electric and back it up. I sit behind them. And I brought the HDR-X20 with the cabinet to that gig, and I use no monitor, and they don't even mic the amp. It's one of my favorite gigs, man, because I get to solely just play to the room. In fact, if you watch my downtown gig live at one point on here or whatever, right, that's that gig. And my amp is not mic'd, and I have no monitor. But you can hear everything. I'm sitting right next to my amp, and the room is small enough that they don't need to mic my amp. But I love doing that because I get to really play to the room, hear where their dynamics are changing and play, fit in the pocket, right? If we're on the chorus part, I'm going to be going, or the verse, and I'm not soloing. And then you get solo, I turn up a little bit. Dude, Rick, hello from Mesa de Yegas. Where is that at? Colombia. Wow. Hey, thanks for another tip, dude. You guys are killing it. I appreciate the tips, and Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you too, man. Yeah, I've seen live down there, and yes, it sounds good. Even over the live. Oh, even over the live. Yeah. I see what you're saying, Matico. Matt, am I saying your name right? Matt? Is it Matt or is it Mattico? Mattico. Basil, what's the loudest you've been able to play live? It's funny because it's all like relative. The loudest I probably am playing live is at festivals or fairs where it's a big outdoor stage. The first gig I ever played with Lanco was a big outdoor fair. I don't know how many people were there. But I was running, they were fired backwards, but I ran two twin reverbs. Now I had them each at like 3.5 or 4, you know. I didn't have them cranked, but yeah, I mean, I am fortunate on a lot of those gigs like that are bigger gigs. I get to play loud, but the stage is so big and you're outside that it's all relative, you know. If I was playing at that volume in the little snitch club, I'd be blowing the paint off the walls, right? But when you're outside and it's huge like that and you're playing to a ton of people, it's, you know, turn it up a ton, but it works, you know what I mean? It works. It works. Do you like amp live or digital effects? I definitely amp. Although I have an HX Stomp XL on the ground, but I'm all amp camp. And I use the HX Stomp for like my reverbs, delays, any other effects. And I have patches set up where I could go direct if I needed to. But I'm all amp. All amp. I really love the amp. Okay. What's the loudest you played? Nashville is like a wonderland. So many talented players. That is true, Greek. I missed a couple of these comments. When you play solo, do you play the position of scales or the modes of the scales? And how many positions are there in each scale? There's 5. Yeah, 5, you're right. A lot of times I'm thinking the chords, and then I'm playing the scale out of that chord shape. So in B minor, right, I'm thinking. That's B minor pentatonic. Then we go to E. For that progression, I'm thinking E major pentatonic. Back to B minor. Back to that. Happy New Year, Uli? Okay. Oh, Matthew. Yeah, Matthew. And you've told me that before, Matthew, but I can't remember, I think. Hey, thanks, Mixer. Natural phrasing. I work hard on that phrasing stuff. I always have, just because I can't play super fast. So if I'm gonna play, I need it to be tasteful because I don't have speed on my side. I'm not a shredder, you know, so. Does anyone want my self-decorated and painted double-neck Telecasters? That's interesting. That's kind of crazy. Love this. Makes me want to practice. Hey, Ethan. What's up? Appreciate the advice and all the videos are great, man. Hey, Ethan. Thanks for the nice comment. 2 twins at 3 is incredibly loud. It was loud. Yeah, it was loud. But huge open field. I don't know how many people I was playing to there. Maybe there it's like 2,000 or so. Or somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000. But it's huge open field. There's people in the pit, and then it was like a fair. So there's a big sea of people in lawn chairs sitting further back. That wasn't like a festival. But check this out. I've also straight up used a deluxe reverb playing to 8,000 people in an outdoor thing, and it's mic'd up. And then I've done both, and both work. You know, that just so happened it was the first gig ever with Lanco, and they had 2 twins there. One as a backup, and they were like, you can run both if you want. And I was like, shit, okay, I'll run both. I mean, don't tell me twice. So I'm in need of some good blues licks. You know what? Here's a great like major blues lick that I love. Doing like a that type of thing. If I'm thinking out of the C shape, and this is in A. That's that soul shine thing. I love, though, if you're thinking out of that C shape, your middle finger's over the root, that whole position right there. There's your 4. You know, you could also, I'm bending at the 2 here, so. And that's a classic. Easy, great, soulful. You can milk so much stuff out of there. You can also go up 1 fret, that same position, so I'm still thinking there. Still thinking there. But if you add a little bit of the minor pentatonic there, because that's major pentatonic. In A, right? And I'm thinking out of this C shape. If you make it minor pentatonic. So you mix those two together. So sometimes maybe I go. That's a great one. Okay, let me do it. You know, and there I kind of ended it major. I'll end it more minor this time. That's it. Ends a little bit more major or minor, but I'm just playing in that same. Anyways, I love stuff out of that shape. Major and minor. That's a great kind of more country one. I go. Hold it. Great bend. Great bend, dude. You'd do it with less drive if you were doing real country. So. I'm about to go. Okay. Oh, dude, another huge tip in the chat. Pete, great to see you. Happy New Year. You guys are crushing on the tips today. Thank you. Thank you, dude. Man, awesome. Really appreciate it, you guys. Pete, great to see you. Cheers, as always. Hey, also, if there's anyone in here that's emailed me about lessons, I've got like 10 emails to get back to. I've been offline for the past week, and I am going to get back to you today. I promise. We'll set up a lesson. But Pete, thank you so much, guys. You know those tips are super appreciated. Seriously. Okay. Billy, there was a ton of different blues licks things. Matico. My name is Matthew Dillard. I went to American Idol premiered out of Nashville, Tennessee. I'm just now starting to get back into music. I got out of it for a while. Okay, nice, Matico. Matthew. What would you buy for your first tube amp? Mostly home playing, maybe some small gigs. I'll tell you what, Jordan. Great little Blues Junior. Can't go wrong with a Blues Junior. I own one. Almost everybody owns one. You can play it in any... I mean, I've used Blues Junior. I played... I did an opening slot before I was with Lanco at a venue here that's outside, or it's like on a rooftop outside. Sold out. I think capacity is like 2,200 people. Absolutely packed crowd. And I used my Blues Junior. Because once it's mic'd up, you know. So my point is saying that maybe you're not going to be playing to that. That's totally fine. My point, though, is like that's plenty of firepower. And technically, you could use the Blues Junior in any setting. Once it's mic'd up and through the PA, because if you're playing in a stadium and you're sitting up not within, 50 yards of the stage, you're not hearing any of the stage volume anyways. It's all out of the PA. So as you get bigger and bigger, you don't even have to have a huge amp. That's why so many people direct works, right? Because it's just coming out of the PA. I find direct is actually the worst in the small places, because you want a little bit of that stage feeling and everyone can hear the stage volume. But Blues Junior is my recommendation. They're awesome, great little amps. They're workhorses. I don't know any Megadeth, I'm sorry. Does Lanco do covers or original stuff or a mix? What genre do they play? So it's a country band, and our gigs are, it's an original gig, but we have like a mashup in the middle where we do covers people know and stuff, and we mash some stuff up. But it's all original music besides that. That PRS sounds amazing. Hi from Barcelona. Hello. Happy New Year. Hey, thanks. I'll show you guys this real quick. This is a PRS DGT. It's an American-made DGT. And, man, this thing, I just love this thing, dude. Love it. I don't know any Weezer off the top of my head. How do you get to play interesting without being fast? And how do you get to play? It's probably just phrasing. Like, I'm not a crazy fast player, so it's all phrasing, invoking that emotion of going. So I think it's working on your vibrato, your phrasing, placing stuff right, you know. None of that I played there was really like fast. You gotta have a little bit of speed, but nothing, you know, I can't do like, I mean, I can play kind of fast, but there's so many people that can really shred, and I just can't do that. So, you know, I stick to the blues. Thoughts on Gibson SJ200? What is an SJ200, Jim? It's an acoustic, isn't it? But I'm trying to think what size that is. What model PRS? Oh, I said that. So to DGT, I don't know Hotel California off the top of my head. Hey, this is the one Jason Day. Thanks, Jason. Steve Bushmache Jr.? I don't know. I don't know any Van Halen, you guys. I'm sorry. Can I play Wonderwall? I don't even know Wonderwall off the top of my head. I'm a terrible request guitar player. How long have you been playing the electric guitar? I'm playing guitar in general. Every Christmas I tick it up a year because that's about when I started, when I was 15, coming up on 31. So about 16 years. About 16 years. Harmonic taste beat speed shredding over shredding every time. Hey, thanks. Dick or Rick. Thanks, man. I appreciate that tip earlier too, seriously. Yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, I still have a job, and like the band I play with doesn't require any speed or shredding. There's moments that I really solo and do some cool stuff, I think, live, but I'm not like tapping on the guitar doing any of that. But that's just because I grew up learning different stuff. I spent way too much time growing up trying to get down, you know. I'm going to go a little out of tune, I think, once I played that open C, but I knew that G was out. I got to change these strings. You guys, can't thank you enough for those tips, man. Seriously, already a killer live stream right off the bat. What a great way to start the year. Seriously. And for you guys hanging out and stuff, man. Asking questions. I enjoy it. I love doing this. I really love doing it. I love coming on here, teaching, answering some questions, hanging out, which I will use this time to shamelessly plug. If you're interested in a lesson, I've got a lot of time coming up these next couple months. So if you reach out to Tim Avon Music, same as my YouTube username at Gmail, same as the YouTube username at Gmail, I'll get you a lesson set up. I do $1 a minute. Everyone asks how much you charge. $1 a minute. Normally do a 60-minute lesson. Happy to do a 45 too, if that fits more with what you're looking for. Talk about any of the stuff you see me doing, anything you want to learn. I do them all online. I will do a live in-person lesson. I just haven't had one in a long time. So anybody that's interested, feel free and reach out on there, and I'll get you a lesson set up. And also, if you've reached out and have not heard back in the last week, it's because I have been out of town, and I will reach back out to you today after this live stream. I'm going to sit for a minute. Respond to all those emails. Oh, here, you guys want to mess around a little bit? Let's unplug the DGT, even though I love this thing. I mean, this is like the pride and joy. But let's do a different flavor. I got the SE Silver Sky, the SE one. I got tuned down to E flat right now. Let's see if it's still in tune, but the last gig I played on this, everybody was in E flat, so tuned it down to E flat. And these are killer guitars, man. How many of you guys, because I'm sure there's some people in the chat, at least a couple, that own one of these. How many of you guys own this? Love this guitar, man. Love it. It has been a workhorse a workhorse. Sounds really good. It's got the classic Strat sound. I love having a Strat back. I can play a Strat. I've got an older Strat, but it's a little finicky with me sometimes. So right off the bat, you know it. Let's turn on a little bit more reverb. Love that stuff, dude. What's your OnlyFans? No OnlyFans. I'd probably have a lot more money and more guitars if I had on OnlyFans. Ha! What do you think of Sturgill Simpson? Awesome. I think he's awesome. Been lurking, doing house chores. Saying hi, brother. What's up, Jackie? Dude, with the OG Olive thing, hey, I need to update it. I made a bunch of little Stetson stickers. I need to put those all on the members thing. It's an S, it's a jumbo, kind of like Dove. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about, Greek. I like those. You play 9s on that one? I play 10s on everything, with the exception of, I've got one Strat that has 9.5s, and that's because the truss rod can't be adjusted, and the action, it's a little tense on it, so 9.5s help it. But any Stevie Ray Vaughan? Sure, I can do some Stevie Ray Vaughan. Okay, let's see. What if I turn this on, maybe? And do like a... lick, man. That's that neck pickup with some drive on, obviously. Now look, if I turn some more reverb on, switch to these two, don't change the drive, you get... Hello, my bro. Guitar from Indonesia. What's up, Guitar? Wildlife. Welcome back. Love this. Thanks. Hey, thanks, you guys. Hey, Tim, ever tried flatwoods? You know, I have way back in the day. I used to play in the jazz band in my high school, so I'm coming up on 31. I'm 30 now, so it was a while ago. But I wouldn't always bring my guitar to school, and they had just like a guitar for jazz band, and it was like a box body something. I can't even remember the brand, but it had flatwoods on it. That's the only time. What gauge do you use? I subscribed to BB King Gibson strategy with 9s or 8s. Yeah, I don't think, I think it's whatever's comfortable. I'm so used to 10s in the tension on it. I know where to bend, so I'm really used to having that tension and knowing like I'm, I have to go. Tone Master, I did once in the studio a little bit, and that's about it. But they seem to sound great. I've seen a lot of people using them, and they seem awesome. You a union or non-music union guy? I'm like inadvertently in the union. Some of the stuff I do, I automatically get paid by the union, but I don't pay like dues. If you pay dues, I think they'll set up like a retirement account and stuff, and they make sure you get money. But for sessions I do with Landco, it's union, because we get like the union scale for it. And then when I do any type of televised thing or what's a good example? CMA Fest. Like I have my base rate, but then the union also pays you. The union pays every musician that plays at CMA Fest, stuff like that. So, hey, Kevin, new follower, really enjoyed your video about being a working. Hey, thanks, Kevin. Part about the person who may be the better hanging, not necessarily the best player, was a great insight. Hey, Kevin, that means a lot, and welcome to the club, man. Yeah, it's super true. Super true, you got to be able to play, but at a certain point, everybody can play the song. It's not like, the gigs down here, it's not like you have to play Van Halen for all of them, right? A lot of it's simple stuff, I'm coming up and playing a... Maybe that G was a little out, just a little bit. But, don't have to play Van Halen for a bunch of this stuff, so... Tom Bukovac says the same thing. It's usually the best people to hang with get the gigs. Yeah, absolutely. And he knows, right? I mean, he knows. Because even those gigs he's talking about, a lot of it might be studio stuff, but it's same thing. If you can kill it, that there's a point where you don't need virtuosity to play all this work down here. You really don't. I don't have it, and I make a living doing this. Question: who do you listen to when you hit the wall with your playing to give you some... That's a great question, Kevin, and it changes all the time. All the time. Sometimes I'm not a killer slide player, but some slide stuff I've been getting into recently. It's just whatever's inspiring me. I love the brothers Landreth are awesome. Or Derek Trucks for that type of stuff. Sometimes back in the day it was Guthrie Trapp stuff. Learned a lot of picking apart videos from his stuff. Sometimes it'll just be a song I like that's got a great easy solo, and I'm like, man, that's good, There's a... Here, I'll try and play it. There's a killer Ben Rector live solo that I had learned at one point. but I'll just show you this as an example. Where's my Spotify? It's not showing up on my computer. Spotify, open. And I'll try and play along with it, see if I can remember it. I'm tuned a half step down, but I should be okay. Spotify, here it goes. But, you know, sometimes there'll be stuff like this that's simple melodic that I love that I'm like, dude, I want to learn that solo. That solo. Okay, so I gotta find the live Ben Rector album. It's off a specific album. I'll try and play the solo for you guys. It's a Ben Rector thing. Albums live from Atlanta. It's this album. Forever Like That. Oh, did this just auto turn off or did it die?
And he sang out this song.
Okay, I'm tuned a half step down. Let me figure out what key it's in.
I'll be your rainy day lover. Never a sunny day then. And whatever the weather, we hide each other. And that's how the story will end. I'll be your shade.
Let's see if I can play it. Okay, so I'm gonna let you listen to the solo once, then I'll try and play it with it.
Here we go.
This is how good this solo is.
Forever like that.
Okay, let's see if I can remember it kind of now. And I'll try and play it with it.
Be the wind in your back. I wanna spend mine forever like that.
So it's going, let's try. Okay, so let's, what's that ending part? Okay, let's try it again. You guys are watching me relearn this. Whoops.
Carry your burden. Be the wind in your back. I wanna spend mine forever like that.
Let's try it again. I'm gonna get this right. Sorry if you think it's boring.
Spend mine forever like that.
Try it again. This is how you learn it.
Spend mine forever like that.
So it's I think that may be it. Okay, let's try it one more time. Get it clean.
I wanna spend my forever like that.
Anyways, went off on a tangent there. That's close. I think the ending was a little off, but okay. I like your hat. Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, the hat back there. I have the Silver Sky John Mayer in Midnight Rose. Awesome, Pete. That's the American one too, right? This is the SE, but those strings sound new. They're not crazy new, but they're elixirs, so that might help it. Why? Tone Master line of Fender amps I have, and they're good. They're good. If I was playing downtown all the time, I think I would get one. New follower, really? Oh, okay. I've already read some of these questions. What do you? Okay, that's where I was at. Pro Audio Star has open box Silver Sky 639. I have bought a lot of gear from them. I've never used Pro Audio Star, but the Tone Masters are so convenient. I recently bought a Tone Master Twin, and it's 30 pounds. You can never recreate the tube sound, but in yeah, absolutely. I agree. What will be your first gear purchase of 2025? I already made mine. Well, what was yours, Basil? First real gear. It's not gear purchase. First gear money spent on gear will be the amp. Getting this amp back up and running, which shouldn't be that expensive. The other actual gear purchase will be most likely before the tour starts, paying to have my board professionally wired and set up. Purchase, there's a world that I buy PRS hollow body to piezo to use acoustic. I just came up with this idea, so it probably won't happen, but there is a world that it happens. I'd like the American one, but we'd probably start with the SE and then get an American one, because the American one is about $6,000. But we'll see. So might start with an SE and see if that does work in our setup. Because with the piezo thing, I could play acoustic parts and electric parts on stage without switching guitars. And for some of our new music, that could be conducive. So there's a world we go that route, and I get the SE to test it out, and then the SE I could have to fly with it, and then further down the road get like an actual real one, which is what I'd love, dude. Hollow body too, and then just get it with the piezo also, so I could have the capability of doing that. It would be awesome. But if that happens, it's probably an SE coming first, because the price difference is literally like $5,000. So that would be why. What was your purchase, Basil? I got an Octafuzz with some NOS parts. New Year's sale. Heck yeah. How do you like it? Saying I love your insight into Nashville. Hey, thanks, Storm. I'm glad you guys enjoy this. Is that a Rocky Strat? This is a PRS, the John Mayer one. It's the cheaper, it's the SE model. The cheaper John Mayer one. I love this thing. Ever been to Jack White's Third Man Records? He also has a pedal line including a fuzz pedal you build yourself. So I haven't heard about the fuzz pedal, but I have been to Third Man Records. It's been a long time. You know what? One year they had do Winter NAMM in Nashville. And 1 year after NAMM, I went to an after party there that just anyone could go to. And Greg Koch was playing. And he was incredible. Which if you guys are on here on YouTube and watching this, you probably know who Greg Koch is. Unbelievable, man. I mean, that's like a guy that that's a guy that can really get his personality through his playing. Because you listen to him talk so much online, and he's funny and quirky. He's really funny. And his playing is also funny and quirky, you know? And he just makes it work somehow. I mean, that guy is a monster of a player. Monster. That's one of those guys I've never even sat down and tried to, like, transcribe any of his stuff. But he is a crazy player. And, man, the ability to have your own personality shine through your playing so much is really something cool. Really something cool. What's the difference between BW, between the SC and the other? What's the difference between the SC and the other? Yeah, so for that hollow body 2, I was just looking it up, so I just learned this. The control configuration's a little bit different. So you have a master volume for your magnetic pickups and a master volume for your piezo, and then a master tone. And then there's 2 outputs, and one of them is piezo and magnets mixed, and the other one is just the magnetic normal electric pickups. But if you plug them both in at the same time, the mixed signal is just piezo, right? Whereas the American one is switched. One is dedicated piezo, the other one's mixed. The American one also has a toggle to switch between just piezo, blended, or just magnetic. And then construction-wise, it's going to be, I'd imagine, I don't know this, but I can almost guarantee the neck is not going to be, so all the American-made necks are one solid piece. So, like my DGT is one whole piece of mahogany, and the neck is carved out of this. Now, this is like a 3-ply, or not 3-ply, but it's a scarf joint, right? So this is not one solid piece of maple. So that's a difference off the bat. Then you're going to have maple top and back, I think, on the SC, but it's ply. It's 5 plies. I mean, that's 5 pieces pushed together, which a normal 335 is ply. They're not all solid pieces of wood. In fact, most hollow body guitars like that aren't. But the American one is a solid carved piece of maple on the front and back. It's not ply, and it has the full violin carve, whereas the SE has a shallower carve. So, like, the American one would have the full carve like this guitar does. You know, this guitar has and you can see the contours kind of there. This guitar has, like, the full PRS violin carve, because it's an American one, right? And some of their American line, like the CEs, have a shallower carve. It's just work time, you know? That carve takes time to do. But it is a big difference. Also, you obviously have the SE pickups in the SE one, so they're the 5815s, low turns, but the SE version, and then they have the SE version of the piezo, and the American one, they're obviously the American pickups, and all the American hardware. It's Korean hardware on all of the, are they Korean or Thailand? Either way, it's the non-US hardware on the SEs. But it is a huge price jump. It's just like the DGT, you know, the SE DGT is maybe $1,000, $1,100, and like this normal DGT here, which is the cheapest American one you can get. It's not 10 top and doesn't have the birds, so I think it's $41.99 is what the American DGT is. So the price jump is big, but the SEs still sound great. I haven't played the SE Hollow Body 2. I just thought up this idea and thought maybe this would be a thing I could use. But I've always wanted one of the full hollow body McCartys anyways, and the piezo version is basically that. Controls are a little different, but piezo. So if there's a world where that worked in my live situation, you know, the goal would be to get the real one. But I do fly enough with instruments that it could be worth flying with an SE one instead, and then when I'm on the bus and in town and whatnot, because I fly with the DGT all the time, and it's an expensive instrument, but it's what I do for a living, and it's beat up, but I don't know why I view the hollow body one as a little more fragile. It's also $2,000+ more, so, you know, those are some differences. I imagine they both sound great. Okay, I love the cut of a Strat. I do too. Can I tell you an Indian riff? You can try. I'll try. Haven't received the fuzz yet. Apparently has a crazy high octave from Chaos, from Chase Tone. They make, oh, awesome. I thought it was a Fender Strat that Harrison used Beals. Oh, no, not that one. I know what you're talking about, though. Oof, looks smooth. Hey, thanks. Let's turn the stuff back off. Get back to that clean tone. I mean, I love that, dude. That'd be kind of like on this. All jacks are in their boxes, and the clowns, they've gone to bed. You can hear happiness staggering on down the street. The footprints all dressed in red. Whispers, Mary. Okay, hey, sorry I'm way behind on the comments, you guys. Any tips on incorporating more country-style double stops into my lead playing? Hey, Kevin, Happy New Year to you too, man. Bridge pickup, and I just start picking two notes next to each other, you know? A lot if I'm... Let's turn the reverb off. So so you know, here's a great one. Out of C shape, you're gonna grab that major third and the 1. And you can play the scale from there. Same out of E shape, then. Major third and the 1, right? And these are great country double stops. Going. You can play the scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. I'd practice that scale. Same shape if you go to the D and B string. If I play it right. I run out of room. But, you know, so. You know, so those are great. Doing that. Let's go. On 1, flat 7. We're going. There you go. I practice that scale. Those are great double stops that you can use in any genre of music. If you're using in-ears, why not go with something like a Kemper, quad cortex, or helix and direct front of house? Each have a small footprint and consistent sound with ears. You're right. Consistent sound with ears, but I always have one ear out, and I just flat out don't play as good fully isolated. I really like hearing it and feeling in the room. Direct, you can kind of feel it, but having an amp behind me is just, there's nothing that plays that way for me. Now for the audience, they're going to hear the same thing. You know, they're not going to know. But for my playing and feeling the air moving behind me, you know, when it's all isolated and just in your ears, sucks. I'm not about it at all. Not about it. I got the Squire, but it still bangs, not going to lie. Heck yeah. Have you tried the Floyd Rose? I haven't. I'm not a big Floyd Rose person. Real quick, though, I got a couple, at least one person in here I got to block. I'm quick on that block button, you guys. There we go. Boom. I don't know Breathe by Nirvana. I'm sorry. Are you doing this for a living? Do you still enjoy the fundamentals of just playing, or does the day-to-day grind take away from enjoyment? Curious. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I do it for a living. There's multiple income streams. YouTube is one of them, right? And I appreciate you guys for the tips today. Seriously, it's been a great live stream. But yeah, I play in Lanco. That's like my full-time main thing. And then I play gigs around town. And then I do YouTube. And then I teach lessons, which I'll blog again or blast out here again. I'm gonna stay on here for another 5 minutes or so. But Tim Avon Music, same as my YouTube handle at Gmail. If you reach out on that email, I'm happy to set up a lesson with you. I do a lot of lessons all online. I'll do in person if you're in Nashville. It's just everybody that finds me through here is somewhere else. I do $1 a minute. I'll do a 60-minute lesson normally, but I'm happy to do a 45-minute lesson with you if you'd rather do that. And yeah, happy to talk about the cage system, anything you want. I don't need no doctor. Oh yeah, I'm way behind on these comments. Happy New Year, you guys. That is one nice PRS. Hey, thanks, Buck. How do you play less tense? Buddy, I'd sit and start thinking about that, you know? I'm still working on that, of not tensing up, you know? So while you're playing, just keep that in your mind. Trying to play nice and gentle. guys, okay. I've noticed the Broadway all playlist on Spotify was last updated and created in 2016. Is there a current? You know, I don't know. I don't know if there's a current one. But that list, honestly, is still really strong. You know, there'll be some new songs that come out. Recent ones I'm thinking of, like a lot of people play Till You Can't by Cody Johnson. Mega Maroney songs get requested a good amount. Those are newer than 2016. Some of the new Morgan Wallen stuff. What else is kind of new? You know, there's new stuff, but if you're working through that playlist, that's still a really good base of a lot of stuff you need to know. It's hard because there's a bunch of stuff on there that just certain bands will play. A lot of the old school stuff, it's just old school bands that are going to be playing it. Now, there's certain songs that everyone's playing. Everyone's playing Folsom Prison. Everyone's playing Chattahoochee. Everyone's going, you know. What else are people playing? Soul still. Old school Pickup Man, I play a decent amount of time. A lot of people, when it's a girl front singer, play Gunpowder and Lead. Tennessee Whiskey, you gotta know. Friends in Low Places, you gotta know. Folsom Prison. Ton of people, believe it or not, play Lit, song Lit, My Own Worst Enemy. Mr. Brightside. I don't even play it right, but I've made it through gigs with it. That riff, you know, you gotta know that. What else? Tons of people play. Old Red. Hey, we got another tip in the chat, and I'm Sleep That Burns. Looking forward to seeing you excel in 25. Happy New Year. Hey, Sleep That Burns, thank you. Man, I appreciate the tips, you guys. You're going to keep me on here longer. Dude, thank you. Thank you. And cheers to you guys, and Happy New Year. I know I'm way behind on the comments right now. Do I play any other instruments? I play some bad mandolin and some bass like a guitar player, but that's about it. How big will Stetson get? Great question, Scott. He's in the other room right now. I think he'll be maybe like 12 pounds or so. If he's big, maybe 15, but probably about 12 school. Did I go to music school? No, I did not. It is tense in itself in major scales. Happy New Year, Sean. Great to see you. Let me go through. I'll talk about some more songs that you should know for Broadway stuff. Celebrate their first Super on live stream. Sleep. Thank you. It's our first one. Solidly Bonded, I think so. He's doing great. He's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. He's doing great. Yeah. There's a lot of songs about dirt in 2024. There is. Buy dirt, dirt cheap. There's more too, but y'all planned a first hall tour yet? We've got, yeah, and at the end of the spring we're going on tour. Headline tour. I think we're doing 12 to 14 or so shows. One of those might be private. I can't remember, but yeah, that's all planned up. We haven't started rehearsing for it yet, and we're going to build a whole new set list with Lanco, but we will be out on tour, out and around. So if you look it up, come see us. What other, let me go to that, here, I'll go to that Broadway playlist right now. Oh, whoops, Nashville, Broadway. Nashville, Broadway. Okay, let's look up this playlist and see what, okay, so Gunpowder and Lead, Kerosene, oh, Mama's Broken Heart. Almost any female fronted singer you play with is gonna play that. So, you know, just some of these other ones like Baggage Claim, never even heard of that. White Liar, I haven't played that. Hell on Heels, I've played. Are you looking up Nashville's Broadway? That's the one you should look up. There's a lot of songs. It's 27 hours worth of songs, and you only play 4-hour gigs. So a bunch of these, you know, but if you go in here and learn the ones you've heard of the most, Mama Tried, and then get used to playing them in different keys, you know. I think last time I played Mama Tried, it was in G, so we were going like, let's see. It's... that Little White Church I've played before. Working Man Blues played again. I've played That's My Kind of Night. I've played Country Girl. A lot of people play that. And then the lick at the end is. It's the lick at the end. Drink in My Hand. How Country Feels I've played a lot. See, I'm just going through this now. Running Out of Moonlight I've played a lot. Walking After Midnight I've played before, but it's been a long time. Independence Day. A lot of people play Don't Stop Believin'. I've somehow gotten away with only playing that like once, and I never learned it, which you can imagine how that went. It went terribly, but Hit Me With Your Best Shot people play. Fancy, a lot of times some people will call it, but Fancy's kind of hard. It's a hard progression, so a lot of times that gets passed over. Heads Carolina, Tails California, absolutely. A lot of Keith Urban, Somebody Like You, a lot of people play that. See what else do people play. I'm just going through. Cruise by Florida Georgia Line. Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy, definitely. Fishing in the Dark. Boot Scoot Boogie. Dixieland Delight. Smoke a Little Smoke, people don't really play. Yeah, let's go to some of the drop D songs that are played. Family Tradition. Fishing in the Dark one. You know? So drop D stuff is that. Save a horse, ride a cowboy, I play on drop D, and I go. Even though it's an E minor. Beer Never Broke My Heart. So drop D1. Some people that do the Jason Aldean thing will hit the. Buy Me a Boat. What else is drop D? Another Jason Aldean one. She's Country. What are some other drop D ones? Mary Jane's Last Dance. A lot of people play Wagon Wheel, obviously. Can't You See? The Joker. Here for the Party is also, I think, drop D. I can't remember. How's this lick go? I'm in. Where's the capo? Okay. I'm tuned a half step down. This isn't standard. This is a fun riff. Here for the Party is fun. This thing keeps turning off because nothing's getting played through it. I'm here I don't know. I'm making stuff up on it. Let's go, Luke. Anyways, right? And then you just rip a solo. You can just do whatever you want. Drop D. Have fun with it. That's way out of tune. Okay, let me answer some more questions, you guys. I've been on that Broadway thing for a while, but I hope that helped a little bit. You know, you can spend the next week playing a lot and learning all those songs. And there's so many more, you know. I'm trying to think of staples that everybody's playing. Okay. Why capo is used? Yeah, capo is just, so like this open G shape makes it easier to change keys. So if I want to play, well, let's keep it in G. Actually, let's do E. So open E, song's in E, right? But the singer says, I want to play it in A. Instead of playing bar chords, you just could put the capo on the 5th fret and play your E shape, you know? Boop, like that. Bent me a little out of tune, a little too tight, but anyways, okay. They made you work today. Yeah, yep. Okay, can you please play MJ Beat It? I don't know it, and I'm sorry, you guys. Coldplay Adventure Lifetime. I don't know that song. Hey, thanks, Cool Hang. I appreciate it. Here for the party. One of my favorites to play live. Dude, that's a fun one to play live. I haven't played that in a minute. And I was playing that riff wrong. It's a, well, I'm out of drop D now. So. So it'd be, drop D would be, let's see, so. I need to go back to drop D, but anyways, that is a fun one. Hey, from Hungary. That's cool. Zombie, Devil Went Down to Georgia, In Color. Yep, Job's right. All of those. There's so many, you know. Suds in a Bucket, yeah. I played that kind of wrong, but that goes 6, 5, 4, 1, 6, 5, 4, 1. Not my best work, but what's it called? What's that song? Boom down, boom down, down. Play something country. Same thing. I think I played that lick wrong, but you know, I've made it through plenty of gigs playing it close enough. That one's fun. You just rip in G minor. White House Road. Man, it's been a long time since I played that. Hello, hello. Okay. All right, you guys. I think I've been doing this for a long time. Long time, dang. Born to Boogie? Yeah, that one, I actually scrolled past that one on the list, but you're right. Happy New Year from North Texas. What's up, Mojo? 2.5 stop down, and this song's in standard. Oh, yeah, that's why. See, it puts pressure on the strings. Play the tune you want. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, there we go. Play some Hendrix. Oh, Voodoo Child? I only know the big, and that... Isn't that the intro though for the... I don't don't have a wah. Normally you do a wah, right? Okay, you guys, I gotta get off here at some point. Wonderwall, no Wonderwall on here. I don't even know how to play it off the top of my head. I don't know Sandwich Love either, Nirvana. Everybody's requested so many different things. Okay, you guys, I'll tell you what. I think that is it for today. It's been a long live stream. Hey, Happy New Year to everybody. It's great being on here with you guys. Great hanging out. Come to Phoenix in 2025. I bet we'll be in or around Phoenix at some point. We don't have it on the calendar yet, but we travel and play so much. I kicked off the year last year, I think, close to Phoenix. We flew into Phoenix. Yeah, it was right outside Phoenix at a golf course. But Lugwood Grant, I don't know who that is, but I'll take that as a question. 2 hours. Has it really been 2 hours on here? Jeez, yeah. I gotta eat some food. Hey, you guys, killer live stream today. It was great hanging out with you guys. Hey, I'll plug the thing one last time. Thanks for the tips. I really appreciate the tips. Seriously, any of you guys watching that have tipped, I appreciate it. Big Nesh, also, thanks for being a member to you guys. I appreciate all of it. What was Happy New Year? Oh, this is what I was going to say is lessons. If you're interested in a lesson, it's same as my username, timavenmusic@gmail.com. Shoot me a message. To all those people that have shoot me a message, I'm going to reply back to those here after I eat some lunch. But all right, man. All right. Well, all right, you guys. Peace. Great hanging today. Happy New Year's. I'll be back on probably tomorrow. We'll do another one. Or I might be shooting a video tomorrow. But either way, all right, you guys. Until next